Hello guys and welcome back to Survivor Cook Islands, and we are so close to the end. We've got final 6 and then next episode is apparently the finale, so really we've only got a couple more weeks left of content and then we are done with Survivor and we are moving on to Survivor China. Is China season 14 or is something else season 14? I've actually no clue what season 14 is. So apparently Fiji is season 14. I think China's season 15. So that means we've got a couple of cool seasons coming up. I mean, Fiji, isn't that where they film like New Era? So really I should be quite familiar with Fiji if you ask me. But either way, we're going to be jumping in. Let's get going. We're on episode 13, 14, 15. I don't know at this point. It'll be down below. And let's get going.
Harvey and I feel good about Jonathan being voted off. You know, I just feel better now that I'm in the game and Jonathan's not, because, you know, he was just a nuisance.
Adam, I get it. I get that you want to be as petty as you could possibly be. However, him being gone from the game doesn't help you in any way, shape or form. It doesn't help you. You might get a couple extra £1,000 for a higher placement, but that is it. You're not getting anything else. You're not getting any further than 4th place.
What does it say?
What has happened to Yule's top? Has he been through the wars? Like, what's going on here? Why is it so ripped up, bro? What happened to it? That was fine earlier on. I actually don't know when it was fine, but why is it torn? What did you do to it?
To earning rejuvenation, here's mud in your eye.
It's looking like some kind of spa challenge. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be competing with mud in order to get a mud bath at some kind of spa luxury, stay over the night. Sounds nice, I have to say. I'm not big into spas. However, if the option was sleep in the jungle for the night or sleep at a spa for the night, hey, I know what I'm picking. Ugh. I'm sorry, but that mud looks absolutely disgusting. It doesn't even look like mud. It is yellow. Why is it yellow? Is it just the glare from the sun? Like, I don't understand. It looks gross.
Then race back and scrape it off into a bucket.
You cannot carry mud in your arms or in your hands. You can only use your body.
So let's just fill up a bucket with mud. I feel like we started off this series with some incredible challenges. Great set pieces. Awesome challenges. And now we've got to dip yourself in some mud and scrape it off into a bucket. I mean, this is the second bucket-based challenge we've had in 2 episodes. Come on, surely you've got better individual immunity challenges for us to compete in. Do you know what I mean?
The winner of this challenge will be joined by 2 people on this reward.
Ooh.
Those 2 people will be the 2nd and 3rd place finishers.
Oh, so really you just want to be in the top 3. You just want to be in the top 3 and then you're going. You're off. You're on the reward. The first place doesn't pick people. It's just 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Oh, that's horrendous. That's actually really crazy. Only the first person gets to pick who goes to Exile Island. Interesting. Right.
What strategy will you use to get the mud back?
No, not on the face. I couldn't be so brazen as to put it on my face. Do you know what I mean? To put it on my face and have to go the rest of the challenge with mud all over my face and I can barely see. Now we're not playing these silly little games. I don't know. Would I try and use my clothes to carry some mud? Maybe. So I'd use my body and the clothes are on my body and I'm technically not carrying anything with my hands. So therefore, is that allowed, Jeff? Is it allowed? I don't know. But either way, I would probably like put loads in my hair and then start like scraping it out of my hair. Or like, no, I wouldn't want to put it down my ass crack because that is going to be a nightmare to clean out.
Already loading up her chest, trying to keep it up there without carrying it. Adam just using his long legs, scraping them off. Ozzy got a nice load on his hair.
I'm sorry, this might be like top 10 grossest challenges I've ever seen in my whole life. Do you remember that one a couple of seasons ago where they had to eat like the baby birds or whatever it was? That was vile. That was gross. That was top 10 most disgusting things. I think that was Palau. They were just eating baby birds in like the embryos. Ugh, that was awful. The crunch. I will never forget the crunch. This is up there. This is horrendous. I'm not enjoying this whatsoever. At all. And there's no dignity in this competition. There's absolutely no dignity in this at all.
Ozzy has a lot of mud with a big lead after that.
Oh.
1 minute left.
Put your crack away, Ozzy. Save it for the OnlyFans. I've heard about it. I've heard about it, guys. I'm morbidly curious. But I also am just, no, we're not doing that. We ain't doing that. We're not going there.
Poverty getting everything off her arms. 10, 9.
Oh, put your tits away, love. Put your tits away. Come on. There's no shame here, but we don't want to see it. Thank you very much.
Ozzy weighs in at 45 pounds of mud.
Wow. 45 pounds of mud is kind of crazy, I can't lie. And all of that just came off his body. Yeah, that's mental. Damn.
By a half a pound, Yule wins.
Oh, I know Adam's furious. Half a pound. That's like a couple of cups of sugar. That's not even that. That's crazy. No, I'd be fuming because obviously Ozzy's going to send Adam to Exile Island. At least Parvati gets to go on the spa trip with Yule and Ozzy. And realistically, if Adam doesn't win immunity, then that means Parvati's top 5. Which for her first series and for doing relatively not a lot this series, I know I've been harsh on her and y'all have been defending her down in the comments. However, I'm just saying, all I've seen from her so far is her Traitors run, which was less than spectacular, and this. So I'm like, I'm waiting to see the icon status, do you know what I mean? I'm waiting to see it. Even though actually this is a complete lie and I was keeping up to date with Australia versus the world, I'm yet to witness episode by episode the drama, do you know what I mean? The iconography. I think it's just the ridiculousness of them walking around completely covered in mud, looking like clay people. It's crazy. Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god. I actually can't. It's too funny. It's too funny.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna get upset.
No, 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 no. Why are you getting in to your nice, clean-ish, like, comfort of the shelter and not going straight into the ocean and washing yourself off? Oh, this is so jarring. You're going to get mud everywhere. Oh my. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not happy in the slightest. No, no. Someone, I want a refund. I want a refund, please. I want a refund.
So that's just been lingering in my head that, you know, he is a bigger threat than I think people realize.
Yeah, he is a big threat. Ozzy is a huge threat. And I think it really is coming down to him or Yule for the win. Do you know what I mean? It's coming down to which one of those two is going to take the win. But because it's a top 3 this series, I actually have no idea who's going to be the top 2 or the top 3 with Ozzy and Yule. Because it's obviously going to be Ozzy and Yule. But I don't know who's going to be there with them. I would like to think Sandra, because I feel like this show has made me get to know Sandra a lot more than Becky. But I could be wrong. I actually don't know at this point. Do you know what I mean? Instantly, I'm like, I don't want to leave. I'm never leaving this place ever, ever again. Never. I'm here until I die. Do you know what I mean? I'm not leaving. You've handed me a lay? Hey. I'm gonna lay here till I die. Oh no! Oh no! Someone's gonna have to clear that all up. No! Oh god. Oh my goodness. Are they gonna get to do laundry at least? Please, whack it in the washing machine. Please, bestie, please. I need washing machines. Come on. The way the flies are all over his foot right now. Is he dead? Has somebody checked his pulse? Has someone made sure that Adam is actually alive? Because this is what happens when a decomposing corpse starts to rot. Is the flies start to like buzz around and be like, hey, I'm a nibble on this and lay some eggs.
It was pouring down rain. I just laid there and shivering and cold. Not a good thing to go through.
I swear every single time Adam's been on Exile Island, it's been like the most horrific weather conditions ever. And he's just been like shivering and shaking. I couldn't do this. Nah, we're not playing these silly little games. Not playing these silly little games. You get hypothermia. I could die out there. What are we doing here, guys? What are we actually doing? For $1 million, I'm willing to die. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I do fancy the idea of $1 million. Well, actually, it's about 450,000 by the end of taxes, isn't it? Stupid taxes. They don't do that in the UK, by the way. If you win money off of a TV show, congratulations, you won the money. You don't have to pay tax on it. Congratulations, you've earned it. Because it comes under like we don't tax gambling winnings, I don't think, over here. So yeah, the fact that they do that in America is absolutely mental to me. Actually mental to me.
The more charming that I can be, the more like friendly and in that I can get with these people, especially Ozzy, the longer I'm gonna stick around.
Ah, she's trying to turn on the old charm, the old titty power. I don't really know where I was going with that. The old womanly ways. She's trying to use her body and her flirtiness and her energy and her pizzazz in order to lure Ozzy into a false sense of security. Yeah, I could see that working. Oh, shit. Oh my god, that is absolutely mental and crazy. But equally, how unique and iconic is it to be in the middle of Fiji having a candlelit dinner in a spa? That's crazy. That's so cool. It's also not Fiji, it's the Cook Islands. Fiji's next season, so apologies for that. Cook Islands, yeah, that's so cool. That's so unbelievably cool.
We just took off our pajamas and hopped in the hot tub.
You guys want to see the Great Cook Island humpback whale?
Are they skinny dipping in the jacuzzi? Oh, these guys are iconic. Oh, this is such a good top 6, to be fair. Like, I know I've been harsh on Parvati and, what's his name, Adam. But I actually really love Parvati. I really, really do. I've been a little bit disappointed with how the series, obviously. But I still love her, do you know what I mean? Like, she's still very entertaining. She's very funny. And the fact that she's getting more screen time in this episode is concerning me. Is she going home this episode? They'd be silly to get rid of her before Adam, surely.
I've got 2 naked guys in a hot tub.
You're naked too, aren't you?
Yeah. But the numbers are in my favor.
Oh, Parvati, you don't need to lower yourself. You don't need to lower yourself to, there's 2 naked men in the hot tub and me onto in my favor. Like, come on, like they're gonna fucking Eiffel Tower you, okay?
You know, kind of a pure player. He's doing his own thing. He's not strategizing. He's not building coalitions. He's playing a straight-up game, and he's doing a hell of a job of it.
I don't like this anti-Aussie propaganda, y'all. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. We're not doing this silly little bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we're here, and we're going to go with Aussie to the final 3. Okay, that's the script. Please stick to the script. I don't want you deviating from the plan, because if you deviate from the plan too much, I'm going to be very unhappy, and this isn't going to be a very, very fun season for me to look back on.
You know, she and Ozzy are a little bit flirty with each other.
She's flirting with everybody. That's right, I'm not.
Sandra has her clocked. She's like, yeah, she flirts with everybody. Whatever she can get her way, she will flirt, and she'll flirt with a brick wall if she thinks that the brick wall will bring her further in this game. Okay, she will do that. She will happily do that. That's why she's got the name of the Black Widow. Okay, she'll latch onto you, she'll bite you, she'll make you feel really, really good, and then before you know it, you're dead, gone, out of the game. Bye bye.
First person to complete this wins immunity, guaranteed a 1 in 5 shot.
Now, obviously, this is anybody's game. Anybody could win this, okay? But the spirits are telling me that I am predicting an Aussie win. I'm predicting... Hang on. I can see it in the stars. Aussie's gonna win. I can just see it, guys. I can see it. This is a...
Across easily with his 3rd bundle.
I mean, obviously, Ozzy is just winning this, just purely because he's the only one that can make it across the beam properly. But I feel like that top balance beam is about that thick, which is not easy to traverse across. I don't know how he's doing it, but gee, I would be scared of twisting my ankle. I'd be really scared. I don't think I could do it. I'd just be like, oh, do you know what? Clearly don't need immunity that much, do I? Or I would use the puzzle pieces to, like, prop myself up by like bending over and like using it to like maneuver myself across. I don't know if that's allowed, but I'd be trying it. And if I got shouted at, hey, at least I tried something different. Oh!
Becky takes a bad fall.
Is she okay? Did she smack her face there? I think she smacked her neck or her chin or something. Ouch. That's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. That's gonna be so sore. Oh my god.
Poverty's still laying hers out on the ground.
Nah. It's done. It's done. We're done. We're done, guys.
Gotta get this ball in his
Nah.
pocket now. Ozzy wins immunity.
Oh my gosh, the spirits, they were correct. They were telling me Ozzy was going to win. It's almost as if that wasn't completely predictable. I mean, listen. Oh, this is so difficult because usually at this point I'm like, boring. How could he be winning again? But I like Ozzy, so Ozzy's allowed to win multiple times to keep himself in the game. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think it's very telling when I pick and choose. I think it's very telling that I pick and choose when I want people to win and when people don't want to win, who win multiple times, because it's always when my favourites are winning multiple times that I'm like, yeah, let them keep on winning, go for it, why not? And then when it's someone I don't like that keeps winning, it's like, oh, how dare they keep on winning? Like, do you remember last series with Terry? I was like, oh, God, how ridiculous. This is so annoying. And then in season 10, when Tom was winning, I was like, ugh, God, this is ridiculous. Ah! Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I can't lie. This is so crazy. Oh, Ozzy is just proving himself to be a feat of human brilliance, is all I can say. Built for this game.
Obviously, I want her to stay around, but I know it's one of us too.
It's really a toss-up, but I mean, if you want to stay out,
I want her to stay. If you can make that work, that'd be awesome.
This is a very, very cordial conversation for potentially being voted off tonight. He's like, hey, am I being voted off? It's like, oh, I don't know, maybe. And he's like, oh, well, I want to stay. And he's like, oh, you want to stay? You want to stay? I'll try and make you stay. I'll see if I can make you stay. And he's like, yeah, I appreciate that, bud. Appreciate that. This is crazy. It's actually crazy. I feel like Adam and Parvati, well, Adam particularly has kind of given up on the game and just wants to stay up as like long as possible. See if he can win an immunity. See if he can make it to top 4. That's about it. He's not really expecting miracles, is he? But, yeah, this is tough. Is Parvati going to miss out on the final? Because technically next episode is the final, which means top 5. Damn, that's kind of crazy if you ask me.
Who are you voting for tonight?
Is there any way you would vote any of them?
Oh, this is an interesting conversation. Is Ozzy going to flip and cause a tie break? I don't know, guys. I actually don't know. He could. He very easily could. But I don't know. Is there time in the episode for a tie break? I'm thinking not. If we were already at Tribal Council, I would think maybe there's time for another vote. But sadly, Parvati, I think you're going home, bestie. I think you're going home.
you know, if I got voted out and I left something that meant a lot to me here and I just asked someone to give it to me, I'd expect them to do it. I just feel like it's like a nice thing to do.
I have a feeling this is going to get someone in trouble. He just wants his hat back. That's all he wants, Jeff. He only wants his hat back. But I know Jeff's going to kick off. How could you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you bring the hat to Tribal Council? And why would you give it to Jonathan? You're just trying to curry favour with the jury. I'm going to remove you from the game, Yul. Your immunity has been revoked.
Quite possibly the boldest move I've seen yet from someone trying to win a vote, should they make it to the final Tribal Council.
Okay, so Jeff's not mad at him. Just sort of like, that's a bold move. That's a bold move that you've just made. Hey, is that going to set you up as a potential target? Who knows?
You know, if I voted him out, I'd want to try to appease any kind of resentment he might have towards me. So, you know, it serves both purposes.
So what you're telling me is this was a calculated move, but it's also doubling up as a non-calculated move and just more of a human move. So which is it? It can't be both. Or is it both? And you're just playing both sides. You're trying to be an awesome person, but at the same time, you're trying to get extra votes from the jury. If I was on the jury, I'd be thinking twice about that. You're not meant to engage with the jury at all, and you dropped off a hat, okay? I'm just living for the drama, I can't lie. So far, the entire Tribal Council has been dominated by this bloody hat talk.
So, I don't know, me and two guys in a hot tub, odds were in my favor, I guess.
Oh, it's just gross, isn't it? Ugh. I've got awful images in my head. Ugh, God, get out. Get out. Oh, no. And then there's Nate sitting on the jury going, hey, what happened to me? Weren't you meant to be like, weren't you meant to be all up in my DMs? Like, what's happening? What's going on here?
I'll read the votes. First vote, Sandra.
How do you hear a name like Sandra and write Sondra? I'm sorry. How long have you been on this island? And you don't know it's Sandra. Sun, as in like the sun. Not son, as in like my son.
15th person voted out and the 7th
Yep.
member of our jury. Parvati. That's 4, that's enough.
I don't think anybody is surprised by the outcome of this episode. She got a lot more screen time. She was trying to curry favour with anybody with a penis. And to be honest, I don't know. I feel like she could have potentially tried to crack the girls and get them on side maybe. Be like, hey, all girls at the end. But like, I don't think it would have worked. I think Parvati was fighting a vicious losing battle. And unfortunately, she was just a casualty in the never-ending war. So yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait until next time to see what you like, Parvati. And I'm expecting big things because I've heard big things. So we'll just have to wait until Micronesia, okay? We've still got another couple of months before we get there. But hopefully we'll be there sooner rather than later. So guys, as you know, next episode is the final episode of the series. However, you know the drill, guys. The final gets split into 2 parts. The first part will probably be saying goodbye to 5th and 4th place. And then the actual final part will be the final tribal council as well as crowning the winner. So I'm very, very excited. And then we got reunion. And then we got rankings. And then we're on to Fiji, guys. We're on to Fiji. Now, I don't know anything about Fiji. I don't know if it's a good season or not. Let me know down below if you think it's a good season. Get me hyped for the series because I feel like you all hyped me up for Cook Islands and it hasn't quite lived up to my expectations. I feel like a lot of you hyped this series up more than Panama, but Panama's like 10 times better than this series. But anyway, thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so unbelievably well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Remember, we're on the road to 8,000 subscribers, guys, which is important because we got to get to 8,000 subscribers. Come on, we can do this. By the end of the year, you've got a month and a half, which isn't a lot of time, but I'm hoping we can get there. Okay, right. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye now. See ya.